Oh my God, they're at it again. The lies never stop. It's like a constant game to rig the market, to make money off of you and to just control and manipulate. And I could make videos on this pretty much 7 days a week, every single day of the month, and I would never run out of things to say because they keep manipulating the market. They keep lying to everybody. There's so much lying and deceit and just so much underhanded, shady stuff going on in the market. And they're at it again with Palantir. And now I have an answer as to why Palantir has slipped all the way down 15% on stock price, even after they beat the earnings. Stick around. You guys are going to find out exactly why that is. Hey guys, Corey here. Welcome to the channel. If you're stopping in for the first time and you enjoy the videos, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell so you know when I post new videos. You guys can give me a like at any time as it greatly helps the channel, and I appreciate you for it. If you haven't already, sign up for my newsletter. It's right there on the screen or in the information box below. The first 100 people that sign up to the newsletter are going to get free trade alerts. Everyone's going to get my tips and strategies delivered right to their mailbox absolutely free. So be sure to sign up for that. Become an exclusive member to support the channel of Invest with Corey. Guys, we've been making good money this last couple of weeks. Anybody who got into my Upstart trade, we're up to $27 from the post earnings of $20 or $21. I told you guys Upstart was going to jump in price. I told you, just like SoundHound, just like SoFi, just like Rivian, and HIMS as well. So I hope you guys are ready to make some money. Join the newsletter. High five. You guys are doing great. We're making money together, and I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret here. I've got a full training course coming in the next few weeks, and the first 100 people to sign up for the newsletter in this video is going to get a heck of a good deal on that course, and you guys are going to love it. I'm going to teach you everything from the ground floor all the way how to grow your wealth like me from 13,000 to 7 figures. I'm going to show you guys everything I did to get there. I just want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm just here to provide you guys with coaching on strategies, tips, as well as fundamentals, technicals, and financials. It's ultimately up to you to decide which stocks to put your money into, and ultimately how much of a position size that you want to have in that said stock, as it's your money. So stick around, because I'm going to provide you the answer to the question you've been asking pretty much all week since earnings. Why is Palantir down? They reported excellent earnings. So what's going on? Well, first I want to point out all the positive things about Palantir. Palantir has seen a 21% revenue increase, high operating margin of 40%. Palantir's increase in revenue over the last 3 years is over 100% increase. They have also decreased their operating expenses by 12%, 21% revenue increase. Previous quarter, 20%. The previous quarter before that, 17%. The quarter before that, 13%. They're constantly growing their revenue. Their commercial growth is accelerating faster than the government side of the business. So it's just about at 50-50 versus 60-40 where it was at over a year ago. Their top 20 customers are increasing their spending by 10% year over year annually. Their net dollar retention is at 111%, 82% gross margin, and a 36% operating margin. Someone had said that Palantir is basically just an LLM and degraded them, saying that they're basically like consulting and not really AI driven. Now, I don't know where this came from, but this is pretty senseless considering they're an AIP sandbox. AIP deploys the same day within 10 to 11 hours. So whoever said that, or whoever's saying that Palantir is not real AI or not a real AI company, that is just beyond me. LLM, which is what a lot of people are talking about, is the equivalent of maybe like Windows Notepad, Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, Photoshop, maybe, I don't know. But the AIP model in Palantir is like Windows 11 or Apple, the operating system, OS. So what's more important, Notepad or the OS? That's the difference. LLM used to be special, but now it's just kind of general. Everyone has it. It'd be like the equivalent of a laptop. Laptops are really cool in the 90s and in the early 2000s. You had to be well off and have money to have a laptop. Now everyone has one. So it's not that special. Can you imagine walking around the street saying, yeah, I built a whole company. Yeah, we got laptops. We got USB sticks. Like, come on now. Nobody uses USB sticks hardly anymore. Like, it's just not a thing. Palantir has something special. Palantir Palantir grew their customer base in U.S. commercial over 70% in 1 year. They have cutting-edge, top-shelf products. Hedge funds and big banks and big money, smart money, and market makers use AI and algorithmic trading bots, so when things start to move good and beat earnings, they buy them up and the price goes up pretty quickly. When you miss earnings, they start selling off. It creates an avalanche and everything comes crashing down. Palantir set guidance in February of 2024 for $2.66 billion in revenue, which, by the way, is a 20% year-over-year growth. There were a few analyst ratings that were above $2.66 billion. There were some that were above, some that were below, but the average was $2.68 billion. That was the average estimate or guidance for the earnings. However, just days before, and I'm going to put a picture there on the screen for you guys to see, just days before the earnings, some random analyst that no one knows who it was or why they were there put in an earnings estimate of $3.4 billion, which is over $400 million above the highest estimate that we had prior to this analyst. $400 million more than the highest estimate previously. So who was this and what's going on here? So what happens is with that $3.4 billion estimate, it brings the average up to $2.71 billion. Even though Palantir had guidance of $2.66 billion, it's now up to $2.71 billion because of this random last minute analyst that said $3.4 billion, which made the average go up to $2.71 billion. So remember what we talked about: when you meet the expectation or beat it, price goes up. When you miss on the expectation, price goes down. But you at least have to meet the expectation, even the smallest amount, 0.5% miss, and the price will go down. Well, what happened? Because of this new analyst and it raising the average to $2.71 billion, Palantir reported revenue at $2.68 billion, matching a few of the analysts' estimate, as well as beating their guidance of 2.66. They got $2.68 billion. So not only did they beat their guidance, they even matched some of the higher estimates. However, they missed on the $2.71 billion because of this last minute analyst, and we don't know who this is. I bet you there's someone involved in this making a lot of money shorting the stock. And I mean a lot. The price dropped 15%. So just imagine if someone put in $100,000, they made 15 grand in a couple of hours just on 100 grand. And it's really scary to think about the manipulations that are going on in the market. If it smells like poop and it looks like poop, it's probably poop, right? And that's the way this is. I'm not saying that this is a fact and that it was 100% rigged. I have no evidence of that. But when you have estimates going on and all of a sudden, right before earnings, only a few days before, there's this random high number higher than any of the previous estimates, and they just so happen to match their guidance or beat it and match most of the other estimates, and then this brings up the average, so the technical beat that they have is now a miss last minute, and then the price slides. What do you make out of all this? Like, I don't understand. Like, this is crazy. This is a very weird scenario. Like, I don't understand how nobody else is talking about this. This is nuts. Like, the screenshot that I had on the screen for you guys was right from a news scanner. Like, this direct from CNBC News. Like, Palantir is a great company. They're growing so fast. I'm an avid speaker on truth and not all these bogus lies and manipulations. And I don't want my viewers to be manipulated, fear-mongered, and controlled. Like I said, guys, it's a buying opportunity. Whoever did this, they're out there and they know what they're doing and they know the games that they're playing. And because they did it and the price is still over $20 and now it's climbing again, we all know that Palantir is going to the moon now. And when they're included in the S&P index, it's going to go up even higher. Look, all the FUDs can say all the negative things they want about Palantir. They can say whatever they want. When Palantir is over $50 a share and we're in the S&P index and all of this happens by the end of the year or the beginning of next year and we keep going up and the profits keep going up, they're going to be crying the blues that they couldn't get into the stock under 40 or under $30. And then they're going to be crying again when Palantir's at $100 and they can't get in any cheaper than 100. We're all going to be sitting around laughing because we got in at $20 or $15. Look, this is what it is. And I don't want people to think that I'm just saying that this is a straight up 100% fact. No, not 100%, but I'm 70 to 80% or maybe even 90% that there's manipulation going on. Look, anytime there's money involved, manipulation is there. People aren't honest. People are deceitful most of the time. This is all a game. It's all rigged. Smart money, AI bots, algorithmic trading. They change numbers last minute. Like, this is all things that have happened over the last 100 years in many situations. situations. It's not so far-fetched to think that it's not happening now when there's all this AI and algorithmic trading. Come on, we got to be smarter than that. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them mind control you. Don't let them control your thoughts. Don't let them fearmonger you. Use your own intelligence and focus on the big picture. Whenever there's like a magician doing a trick, you pay attention to everything around you, not just the trick. That pay no attention to the man behind the curtain stuff. I don't pay attention to any of that. I just want you guys to understand what's going on in the market here. And this is all a big lie. Palantir, I am very bullish on. I believe in Palantir. Nobody holds that many shares unless you believe in the company. I believe in the company, but I also back it up by facts. I gave you guys all the facts in this video. Palantir is doing great. Somebody shorted them on earnings. Someone was involved in some really wacky, wonky, last-minute earnings estimate that is out of the ordinary. 400 million above the highest estimate is pretty darn weird if you ask me. Either that person was a complete idiot or it was done intentionally, and maybe even both. I mean, it probably is both, because if they did it intentionally, it makes them an idiot anyway, right? I mean, come on now. You're harming other people's money. You're harming the company. It's stupid. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. What is going on and what do you guys think? In my opinion, I think we should be buying more, adding to your position. I added 500 more shares of Palantir when it went down to $20.50 the other day. I got more. I had 2,500. Now I have 3,000 shares. This just keeps happening over and over again. And they just keep doing it. They keep trying to manipulate, control, and fearmonger. Now they're pulling in these last minute stops to raise the estimates so that stocks can't beat the earnings. We're going to see this more often. This isn't going to be the last time we see it. The rate at which this is happening is going to increase. I got bad feelings about it. There's so much manipulation going on. They can fearmonger. They can manipulate. They can try to control us. They can lie through their teeth. They can raise the estimates. They can play all these games that they want. But it's not going to change the fact that Palantir is profitable, growing at a rapid rate, has a great product, and has the support of you and I and people like us. So while we're not only not going to sell, we're just going to add to our position, right? Because that's what I'm going to do. Palantir is a winner, and I like to play on the winning team. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you being here. Be sure to subscribe, tap the bell. And if you guys want to put a comment in the comment box below, letting me know what you think of this whole catastrophe, I would love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to give me a like, as it greatly helps the channel grow, and be sure to sign up for the newsletter right there on the screen. And don't forget, you can join the memberships right below this video at any time in the information box, as well as right below the video, to support the channel and become an exclusive member of Invest with Corey. And I know you guys are sad because the video's over, right? But guess what? I've got another video for you right here. And this one is just as good as the one you watched. You guys are going to love it. This one here, you're going to learn about me a little bit and understand my journey from $13,000 all the way to 7 figures. So check that one out. My first $100,000 in profit, how I got there, and a very long, very rough journey through a divorce. I'll see you over there. Take care of yourselves.